Gandhi was born into an Indian family in Parbadar in a coastal town. He was a mischievous kid, though because he was influenced from stories that reflected truth, he early on realized that truth and love are among the supreme values. Gandhi married at 13 and went to a local school at the age of 9 and high school at 11. He then dropped out of college to pursue law in London. With his permission from his wife and mother, Gandhi left to London and attended the Inner Temple and practiced law and joined a vegetarian society. After a while, he returned to India and found his first work as a lawyer in 1893 towards a man in South Africa. Gandhi left to South Africa, and there he experienced racial discrimination. Him being humiliated many times made him turn into an activist and take up on cases that would benefit the Indians and other minorities living in South Africa. He came across ancient Indian literature and was influenced by the idea of satyagraha, or devotion to the truth. He focused on nonviolent protest in 1906. After 21 years in South Africa, where he fought for civil rights, he returned to India in 1915. Gandhi earned a reputation as a nationalist, theorist, and organizer because of his activism against the racist policy of the British. Because of this, a senior leader of the Indian National Congress invited Gandhi to join India's struggle for independence against the British rule. He took over leadership after reading many agitations he named Satyagraha. The Champaran agitation was his first major success, though he had a fail soon after, called the Caliphate movement, to try to get the support of Muslims and Hindus. This ended in the British passing a Rowlatt Act and the Indians starting a civil disobedience. Gandhi entered a group that had been open fired on and was arrested for 2 years. Gandhi then held the Salt Satyagraha after his resolution in 1928 was not passed. He started the Quit India movement, for which he was arrested for 2 years and lost his wife and secretary. He called off the movement in 1943 when the British gave off hints of giving complete power to India. With the called-off movement, it resulted in the release of 100,000 political prisoners. In 1946, the British cabinet mission offered the independence partition proposal and was accepted by the Indian Congress. After India's independence, Gandhi didn't stop there. He continued to fight for the peace and unity of Hindus and Muslims. In 1948, Mahatma Gandhi was tragically shot by Nathuram Godse, who believed Gandhi was responsible for weakening India. Godse and his conspirator were later tried and convicted in 1949. Mahatma Gandhi proposed the acceptance and practice of truth, nonviolence, vegetarianism, simplicity, and faith in God. He is most known for using nonviolent resistance to lead the successful campaign for India's independence from British rule. His statues are all over the world. He is considered the most prominent personality in Indian history. Gandhi awoke a new way of fighting that will be remembered and respected by all.
So my opinion on Gandhi is that he was a revolutionary leader. He fought for a lot of change. The leadership trait that I like about him is that he was a leader, not a follower. An example of that is his famous quote, which is, "You must be the change you wish to see in this world."
Gandhi was a brave leader because he took a non-violent approach in order to get their freedom from the British. He showed a lot of patience. Others would have resulted in falling into violence. Instead, he inspired others, by a non-violent approach.
In my opinion, Gandhi was a hands-on leader. He had the willingness to die for his cause through fasting.